Supreme Court plotting to affirm Tinubu's victory on Monday to beat FBI files release. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Former presidential spokesman and publisher of Point Black News, Mr. Jackson Ude, has accused the Supreme Court of Nigeria of plotting to affirm President Bola Tinubu's victory so as to beat the deadline slated by the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) to release his files. The accusation is coming after the Apex Court on Thursday constituted a 7-member panel of justices that will hear the appeal and the petitions filed by the two presidential candidates, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party, challenging the outcome of the last election that produced Bola Tinubu as president. Also, notices for the hearing, which is to commence by the 23rd of October 2023, were served on the dome. The notices signed by Zainab M. Garba and the Office of the Registrar said, by the Order to Rule 1-2 of the Supreme Court Rules 1985 as amended, the notice is deemed as sufficiently served on the parties. The list of members of the panel to sit on the appeals include Justices Musa Datijo Mohammed, Wani Musa Abba Aji, Lawal Garba, Helen M. Ogunwumiju, I.N. Salowa, Tijani Abubakar, and Emmanuel Agim. But Jackson Ude, who expressed doubts on the integrity of a 7-man panel of the justices, said that there are strong indication that they will reject the new evidence of certificate forgery lodged against Tinubu by Alhaji Abubakar Atiku. Again, according to Mr. Ude, the justices would anchor the decisions on technical grounds and what he said could become the fastest election petition decisions, mainly targeted at beating the FBI files set to be released at the end of October. He said the 7 panel of rogue justices of the Supreme Court set up by Justice Olukayode Ariwola on the presidential election petitions of Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi would on Monday reject the new evidence of certificate forgery against Bola Tinubu and affirm him as the duly elected president of Nigeria. The justices would hinge their decision on technical grounds and what might become the fastest election petition decisions, mainly aimed at beating the FBI files set to be released at the end of October. The FBI file contains damning details of Tinubu's crime in the United States and his small offenses to date. The rogue justices Adamu Juru, Owani Musa Abba Aji, Lawal Garba, Helen M. Ogunwumiju, I.N. Salowa, Tijani Abubakar, and Emmanuel Agim are currently being housed and guarded by operatives of the SSS led by the Director General Yusuf Bichi. They would be conferencing today, and by Monday, lawyers representing the parties are to appear before them. As soon as the lawyers make the arguments, the justices would take a decision, putting an end to the presidential elections petitions. Well, that is why I am telling us already to come outside with a prepped mind. See, there is nothing in this country again that should shock you. Which means I'm not saying we should accept it and just, fold our arms, you understand, as citizens of this country. This particular issue is going to create a lot of problems. Prepare your mind for the best, but expect the worst is the rule of life. Reduce your expectations. Let it not even be minimal. That is the way you are not going to be bothered by some things. It's not like you don't care, but you won't care enough to allow them take away your peace of mind, which is very, very expensive these days. Do you understand? So please, prep your mind for it. Like I said, this particular one will change and will break a lot of people because, believe you me, the announcement that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was the president of Nigeria, you see that February 26th, or was it, should I say 27th? That announcement broke some people into two. It tore them limb to limb. It gave them nightmares. Why? Because they really believe that, they could, if they would, do you know how much it is when you come outside and you feel that you are going to be able to effect a change? You are going to be able to effect a change with your little, by playing your little role, which is coming out during election, no matter how threatened you are. No matter how people threaten, oh, if you're not going to vote these particular people, make sure you go to a house. If you look like Igbo, you are prone to harassment. And people were being harassed. Some people, they left their voting arenas with bleeding scars, bleeding faces, bruises, strokes of cane on their body, with bruises. And they endured all this because they thought they were effecting a change. Only for INEC should come out and just play fast one on them. Do you know how painful it is? Some people have swore that if they die, nothing will carry them. Go vote. And the thing is, now waiting the politician want. No come as I vote so that we go fit do wetin we want. But please, make una not allow them get to now. I beg. Now, that being said, who are the rogue justices of the Supreme Court? Mr. Jackson Ude should mind his unguarded speech and blasphemy, and the legal profession. Time is of essence. Failure to comply with the provisions of the law invalidate your case in some cases. If you fail to do the needful at times, matter of technicality cannot arise where court dismiss a case for being statute barred, especially in the election matters. This is because you cannot put something on nothing and expect it to stand. Okay, you don't know what you talk, you the cap. Do you actually know that these so-called evidences and whatever, technicalities or whatever, some of these things were caused by the same INEC? Do you remember that time that INEC said they should allow both the Labour Party and the PDP access to their database to details that they wanted to? Do you know how INEC frustrated them? Are you aware? All these things, they have been planned. They have been planned, but the thing, Amo, like I said, I know they blame people if they say, they look wetin they happen for this country. I beg, make I go another place. You better say make I go there, make I dey pay ×2, but make I get my sanity back. I dey tell you, I beg, make I go there, make I get my sanity, because if you dey listen to wetin dey happen for this country, you fit run mad. Dem fit just situate one particular portion for psychiatric ward for you. Alright, on this note, you've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for sending to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.